Hi Capricorn, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your August 2021 monthly tarot forecast. This is a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If you are a cross watcher, you might be able to resonate with some of these messages. All right, so we did just have the Two of Cups come out, Capricorn. I would like to welcome all of you and thank you so much for being here today. If you are not subscribed, please do subscribe. Also, if you could please give this video a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate that. All right, let's see what Capricorn... Okay, we have the Two of Cups crossed by the Seven of Pentacles. What does the sign of Capricorn have coming up in the month of August? Also, guys, all of the decks that I am using, they are listed below, along with the links for purchasing them if you are interested. Capricorn. Okay. We have Judgment at your foundation. In the recent past, we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, we have the Seven of Wands crowning you. All right, we have the King of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Ten of Cups. It is sideways. For some of you, that's a fear. Let's see. So now we just need a final outcome for Capricorn, please, which is energy that you will experience at the end of the month. We have the Emperor. All right. Overall energy, Six of Cups. All right. Six of Cups is a lighter, nostalgic energy, so you could be reminiscing quite a bit here in the month of August, Capricorn. Let's see. The past may be significant. Yeah, this is you actually thinking about the past quite a bit. We have the Six of Cups, we have the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so I see you thinking about the past. Some of you, I mean, you could be thinking about the past continuously. Some of you are maybe thinking about going back to an old job. Now, maybe you could have heard something prior. So maybe an old employer reached out to you or something like that, Capricorn, because here we have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Three of Pentacles. Others, you could be thinking about a past investment. You may have worked with others on something. If I keep going, we have the Ten of Wands, we have the Moon, and there's the Wheel of Fortune. So changes coming in. But you may have been working on something. And if it was difficult, if you were having a hard time with maybe maintaining some sort of balance, with the Moon, you definitely could have kept it to yourself. Also, you may have a friend a sibling. It could also be your partner, someone around you. You know, maybe they're struggling, maybe they're dealing with some stuff, and they might not be sharing it. This could be something that maybe you see, or maybe you know. And others, you may be thinking about reaching out to someone from your past. So I am reading for some Capricorns where you want to reunite with somebody. Now, of course, that could be an ex, but it doesn't have to be. It can be an old friend. This is what you're thinking about. You're thinking about maybe working with a particular person, or investing in something. And this is something with another person for many of you. And so you definitely could be making that decision here. For some of you, it's in regards to a past relationship. Do you want to come back together with this person? 7 of Pentacles here in the challenge position. Many of you, you've already planted those seeds. You've already invested in this relationship. And this is you, for some of you, you are reuniting. This is a reunion. Others, you're definitely reevaluating this relationship. If not romantic, this can be a business partnership. You're definitely figuring out if you want to continue with working on something, continue with investing in either a connection or a project. I think you're asking yourself some pretty important questions here, Capricorn, and this is right at the start of the month. And by the end of the month, I see you making a decision. That's for sure. And you know, if you are partnered, Capricorn, I think that I'm definitely connecting with some Capricorns where this is you looking pretty closely at a relationship. Do you want to take this to the next level? Do you want to continue with investing in this? Judgment at your foundation. So you could have already heard from an ex. I could even be reading for some Capricorns where you could be dealing with a couple of people. That's not all of you, but for a handful of you, you definitely could be going back and forth. You might even be changing your mind a lot. You might be with someone, but you're thinking about the ex or something like that. The 2 of Coins is a little bit of a wishy-washy energy here. So, I mean, you could be changing your mind a lot. This is you trying to figure out what you want to do. But I think that some of you, I mean, this is something you've been doing. So, you know, whenever that ex maybe reached out to you, it could have been last month, could have been earlier in the year. But at this time, you're really thinking about this quite a bit. Because this is life-changing, you know, this is life-changing. Some of you already got back together with someone. And those of you that already got back together with somebody, I think you're really looking closely at this connection. I mean, do you want to invest in this more? Some of you are trying to invest in a connection. You could be falling for someone. Those of you that resonate with that, if this is a new connection, a newer connection, some of you, this is a past life connection. This is a soulmate connection. And with the 7 of Pentacles, this is you planting seeds with this person. It will require, this connection will require a lot of patience, a lot of nurturing. I see here in the recent past, there was some fear. So maybe because things have been progressing slowly between you two, There was some fear, some nervous energy here with the Eight of Swords. Possibly some of you feeling stuck within some sort of connection. That could be romantic, but that could be business as well. Could also be something with a sibling. Feeling stuck. Judgment can talk about you letting go of something forever. This would be life-changing. So Judgment can talk about you reviving something, of course, but it also talks about you releasing and letting go of the past. There could have been some fear here as far as you doing that. You thinking about the past maybe too much, and you know, that may have prevented you from fully letting go of something in your past. And then you have this defensive energy here crowning you with the Seven of Wands. This is you wanting to fight for your position. Maybe fight for a connection. This could be you fighting to get back together with someone, or, you know, fighting. At least you feel as though maybe you have to fight for this person. It's a very defensive energy. It's a protective energy. So for some of you, maybe you are worried about your person, worried about someone, and this is you wanting to protect them with the Seven of Wands. Or someone could have maybe been worried about you, and, you know, they were trying to protect you. So take it how it resonates. We do have this King of Wands here coming up in the near future. So fire sign energy, or someone coming off as the King of Wands. Could be a Leo, an Aries, or a Sagittarius. Now, for some of you, this is the person that you're reconnecting with. We do have very strong Aries energy here. Aries, maybe Leo. If you are male, or if you date males, this could be someone around you that is coming in here around the second week, or they're significant here at this time. You Capricorn males, I definitely feel like you Capricorn males, this is you hanging on. Some of you that I'm connecting with, this is you hanging on. At least energetically speaking, you're hanging on to the past. You don't want to let go. I'm definitely getting that very strongly. I also feel like you're very, very protective of this past person. For some of you, it is a child or your children. I do see you very protective, and I do see you hanging on to the past. We have the Four of Pentacles here. This is a little bit more of a stubborn energy. No matter if you're male or female, doesn't matter. This is you definitely hanging on to the past. Something from the past, if not a child or your children, wanting to protect them. This is you energetically hanging on to someone or something from the past. Yes, for some of you it is maybe a job or some sort of investment that you made. But we also have this Queen of Swords here. So if you're female, this is your energy. Now this is in the position of how others are viewing you. So I mean, Queen of Swords, she doesn't mess around. Queen of Swords, this is how you're being viewed, which can be someone who is stubborn. With this energy, someone who thinks that, you know, she knows best. That would be her perspective. That doesn't mean that that's, you know, she's right and that's the case. It just means that's, you know, she's someone who thinks she knows best. But she's sharp, she's witty, and in this particular case, I feel like you're either cutting off a past connection or you've been hurt. In the past, an ex or, someone from your past may have hurt you, and you are either forgiving them and reviving this relationship, or you are cutting them off. And that's it. You're moving on. And if there was some fear around doing that, we see you making your mind up and then not budging. At least that's what I'm getting. You making your mind up and then not budging. Now, when the Ten of Cups did flip out, it landed sideways. So this is a fear, maybe a relationship not working out, people not getting along in the family or in the community that you're in. If not you, the other person that you're dealing with, maybe you're dealing with someone who's very stubborn, and maybe you want to settle down. Maybe you want to get married or, take this relationship to the next level. You could be dealing with a stubborn character. But we do have the Emperor here. This is energy that you have going into September, which this is a very stable, for some of you, you're financially secure. Maybe you weren't prior, but, I don't see finances being an issue here. Second week, also the end of the month, this is you feeling financially secure. If you wanted to be able to save more money, we see you very focused on whatever, your goals are at this time. We see you very focused. You might not be spending that much. Those of you that maybe are having a child or you're planning for the future, you could be saving money here in the month of August. With the Emperor energy, you stepping into your power, feeling more empowered, going after what it is that you want. All right, so let's do some clarifying. Let's take a look at Judgment at your foundation for Capricorn, please. Okay, let's look at the Eight of Swords, which is in the recent past for Capricorn, please. Interesting. So these two landed in the reverse. We have the Knight of Swords here flipping out. It's interesting. Let's look at the Seven of Wands crowning you. Let's look at the Emperor. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. So again, a child could be significant for some of you. If you were feeling any sort of guilt around a particular matter, if you felt guilty, this is you releasing any sort of guilt or even regret. You could have made a decision prior, Capricorn, and maybe you were regretting that decision and you were pretty stressed about it. But I think you're actually finally healing and releasing that. This is all behind you. The Eight of Swords, this is all behind you. If you are dealing with a lot of fear in the past, you're actually moving on from that. That's all behind you. You see here the Devil in the reverse, the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Maybe some of you were out of work or possibly not getting along with your coworkers. Whatever this is behind you. Could have severed ties from something that was unhealthy, you know, whether that be an addiction or a relationship or a job situation. We have this defensive energy here, but some of you are choosing to maybe turn your back on the past, something from the past, whether this is, you know, work related or a friendship or a romantic relationship. This is for some of you turning your back, or at least distancing yourself. If not completely turning your back, this would be you distancing yourself, and we see you very defensive here. There could be an Aries that is very protective of you, Capricorn. We have very strong Aries energy here. We have the Knight of Swords. So if you are dealing with a fire sign, I mean, they could be taking some sort of action here. If you decided to leave them or maybe separate from them, distance yourself from them, I mean, they could be coming right after you here, chasing after you with the Knight of Swords energy. They want a reunion with you, and you're really trying to reevaluate this. Do you want this? Is this your person? But with this Four of Pentacles, for some of you, I do see you still hanging on to this connection, and many of you will reconnect with this person or heal this relationship. We have the Two of Pentacles here. So, you know, maybe this person, especially when it comes to taking a relationship to the next level, especially when it comes to marriage, you know, maybe they were giving you the runaround. Maybe they weren't completely sure. They could have been a little wishy-washy, whatever it may have been. But I do feel like I feel like they're coming out of that energy, though. For many of you, this person is going to settle down. For some of you, this is your person. This is your Emperor. So you will marry this person or settle down with this person. Maybe have a family with this person. And if they were too rigid, if you or the person that you were dealing with was too rigid, and maybe a little cold, maybe a little stubborn, if they were holding back, whatever it may have been, I see them more flexible and trying to work with you more, which maybe in the past they were not. Capricorn. Okay, there we go. And if you haven't already, guys, given this video a thumbs up, please do. Okay. Now, looking at career and finances, what is the advice for Capricorn for the month of August? Capricorn, looking at the month. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Okay, now let's look at your love life. Capricorn, what is the advice? Looking at their love life for the month of... Wow. Capricorn, looking at their love life. All right, so the overall guidance we have for you is number 33, Peaks of Joy. Yeah, so if you were worried, Capricorn, if you were really, stressing about a connection, or, if you had to make a very important decision, the energy will shift. I do see some of you coming back together with someone. This is happiness coming in. This is happiness. 3 and 3 is 6. 6 does represent balance, harmony. If you and your person, or you and a best friend, or even a business partner, if you were experiencing some turbulence within a relationship, I do see improvement, definitely. I see you creating new memories, honestly, new memories. It's a nice light energy here that's coming up for August. Because of whatever went on in the past, we see you starting the month here definitely a little guarded, maybe a little weary. I do see growth, though. I do see things progressing. Now, looking at career, finances, we do have children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. So you could be getting in to this line of work, maybe teaching or working with children in some way. Others, there's maybe a child that's coming in. You could be thinking about having a child. Children are significant. Maybe some of you don't work for a living. You could be staying home. Maybe this is a decision that you're making here in August to stay home and be with your children if you have children. Now, looking at your love life, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And then we do have deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. With deception, this can represent you lying to yourself. For some of you, maybe you have feelings for someone, but you were deceiving yourself. You were holding back. You didn't want to maybe show that you have feelings for someone. Now, if not you, maybe the person you're dealing with, you could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Or maybe someone who was coming off as a Queen of Swords. So with this combination, this can be someone that, was not showing their feelings. They were not expressing themselves. If you were doing this, this is you, Capricorn, needing to express yourself. If you're partnered, don't hide how you really feel. Those of you that are partnered, if you want to have children, if you want to take a relationship to, another level, this is you needing to speak up. This is you needing to speak up. There's no need to worry, which we see, we see all of that behind you. 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords. That's all behind you. Here we have protected. You are safe and divinely guided. So there's no need to worry. And then we also have leap of faith. It's safe to make the move you're considering. Another sign got this as well. And I believe it could have been Aries. I believe it was a fire sign. So if you're dealing with a King of Wands, watch their reading. Because, if you both pulled the leap of faith card, you are protected. You're both being divinely guided. For some of you, this is a new relationship, but maybe you have to let go of the ex, the past person first. Which we see you doing that. For some of you, you're doing that in a very powerful way. And with leap of faith, don't hold back, move forward. For some of you Capricorn females, you definitely could have been hurt in the past, so you're a little guarded. But I see love coming in. I see love coming in. I think you're hoping for the best, you know. You want this 10 of Cups. This person, if you're dealing with an Emperor, this person is going to be more flexible. The Emperor normally is a little rigid, you know. He's set in his ways. He's a mature energy, so he can be someone who's older. But with the Two of Pentacles coming out here with the Emperor, he's going to be more flexible with you here at this time. And, you know, if you were dealing with someone who was not expressing themselves, if he was, let's just say, if he was non-committal, or if he was maybe playing some games or whatever in the past, with the Emperor energy, this is someone who's manning up. This is someone who's stepping up, leveling up. And, you know, if this person was wishy-washy or, you know, not taking this relationship seriously, you know, it's the opposite. This is someone who's manning up here at this time. And so, yeah, this is actually, you know, a really nice spread. Beautiful energies coming in for you guys to work with here in August, Capricorn. So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment, let me know, and make sure that you are subscribed. All right, guys, have a great month.